Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Friends Over Foes podcast with your host, Beach99, and our co-host, Minnie James. And if this is your first time tuning into our podcast, welcome. We hope you enjoy the ride. Make sure to follow us on our social pages, on our Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel as well, Friends Over Foes podcast. And make sure to follow us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify to where all the juicy stuff and everything's going on down there. Without further ado, let's get right into the podcast.
Yeah, I showed my singing teacher, my mum, dad, brother, and, H2O.
Yeah.
They all said it's my best song I've ever made so far.
Oh, is that the one with the Mac Miller type beat?
Yeah, it's like the organs kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a step in the right direction.
It's your best performing rap song?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because my dad liked it for positivity. Well, even though half the lyrics are quite... But the beat itself is quite uplifting in it, so...
Yeah.
And my brother he said the delivery that I bring it on is quite a confident delivery. It's not too aggressive. It's just, I'm here, I'm doing my thing.
Yeah.
Fuck with me kind of thing.
Fuck with me kind of thing.
And I'm singing on it. So, yeah, I think it's a good... Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah. No, it's good though, because you're showing more of your artistry. So you're showing what you're capable of as an artist.
Yeah, exactly. And I was telling what you said about my album. You were like, you know when you said, "Oh, the only reason people could dislike this is because of the amount of different genres are on it."
Yeah.
So I'm fully aware of that going in, to release it and stuff. I just want to start releasing songs now. You know what I mean?
I know that feeling. I understand it. It's just like it's so tempting just to release stuff that you got stored in the vault, but then you got to think about the right time and the right moment to be able to put it out, because you want to strategize how you're going to move for yourself.
Exactly. There's nothing I want more than to just record Walk the Moon and put it out and then work on other stuff. But I think my business brain is get everything done first and then go from there.
Yeah.
Bro, it's been a year since I released Bish Bash Bosh, by the way.
That's crazy, to even think about that. We was just working on that in a Skype call.
Yeah, that's insane.
That's mad, that. So,
God.
Reflecting back on that Bish Bash Bosh EP, what is it like compared to today? Like when you look back on it?
Oh God. I can see some of the direction I was trying to take it, but it's just a cornball in it.
I mean, yeah.
It's so corny. Some of the lyrics are sick, so I just think if we were to redo it this year, I think we would do so much better with it.
Oh, absolutely. But anyway, we were just rambling on there, but let's get on with it. So what were you going to say anyway?
Oh God. This is because we were talking about how apparently women gets a turn off from musicians, apparently.
Is that a thing?
I don't know. I thought musicians were cool.
I thought so too. What? How can you get a turn off from just that?
I swear on loads of guys get into music to get girls. I wasn't actually one of those people. That was a bonus. Do you know what I mean?
I can see that though, because it is a very profitable market to tap into, because, music is a part of everyone's day-to-day life. So I do see that in a sense.
Exactly, yeah. But I don't understand how people... I mean, I guess the income of an artist that's starting out can be quite... Best way to put it, what is it? Starving. It's just a starving artist, isn't it, really?
Yeah, absolutely. Because you know what it is, though? With streaming services, you barely even make a cent from 1,000 streams. Even with Spotify, though. We ain't coming at Spotify, but we're just trying to point out some facts and statistics. But when you compare it to other streaming services, from what the artists get paid per song, then you get paid less compared to other streaming services. So it's just artists aren't making that much. income from what they're doing. So they're going to have to try and like get other income sources. Like you got merchandises, you got tours, you got gigs and all that. And that's what makes the most of their profits in the long run.
Exactly. I'm literally going on DistroKid now to try and find the stats of like what you get. Oh God, I'm really struggling to remember my password.
You can't forget your passwords.
All right, I'm in.
Right.
Enter for I'm gonna get a text. Come on, I should be prepared. Right, here we go. I'm so right. Here we go. We'll go breakdown by song, right? This is like all of the streaming services in one. So it's not just Spotify, but Spotify is one of the most draining when it comes to income. All right. So my first, oh my God, that's like nothing. You know the song Inferno, the first ever song I put up on Spotify?
Yeah.
Guess how many streams it's on?
200?
370.
That's not bad, you know.
Guess how much money I get from that?
Like 5 cents, 10 cents.
$2.06.
It's more than what I said, so
yeah, but like here we go. 5 streams on Primark and Greg's, and that's 0.1 cents.
How many streams?
5.
Primark and Greg's?
Yeah, it's 5 streams for Primark and it's like what? Because I took one of them down. Anyway, right. I'll tell you what. Altogether, my music career on the streaming services has got 1,463 streams, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've earned from that $6.87.
Wow.
Yeah, that's just to put it in a ballpark. That's, yeah. Like, I heard that Drake got like, what was it? It was like something mad, like 60 billion streams or something. No, that can't be billion. It was like 100 and something million, and he only earned like half a million from that.
Yeah. I was just going to mention that because artists that get like billions of streams, like they get like nearly $1 million in revenue just from that alone. So it's crazy to think the amount of streams that you got to rack up before you can even start seeing the real money flowing.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, I know there's going to be listeners being like, oh, but you can't complain about having 500,000. You can when you've got billions of streams, in my opinion.
But that's insane to even think about, though. Like, billions of streams, so like, that's a number that you can't comprehend.
The thing is, we're independent artists as well, whereas Drake, he's part of a record label, I think.
Yeah, he is, yeah. He's got his own record. Sorry. He's got his own. Yeah. I had to clear my throat there. He's signed to his own record label, OVO Sound, I think it is.
Yeah, because there's some artists out there that get, I'm not going to say as many streams as Drake because he's breaking records, I think.
Oh, yeah.
But a lot of streams, like billions of streams. But because I think a lot of artists nowadays are record label owned, let's just say. And record labels sometimes take like 50%.
Yeah, that's true.
So like for me, if I was like owned 50% with 1,400 odd streams, I would only get $3 and a bit.
That's mad to even think about.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah. And those are small numbers, so it can help put it in perspective a little bit.
Yeah. But I'm looking on the on the sites here, do you know, on how much each streaming services pay an artist per stream. So Spotify is like one of the lowest down there with Amazon Music and Deezer. Deezer pays the least though, but they pay $0.0064 per stream.
Awesome. Yeah.
Which is like not and oh wow. YouTube's down there as well. YouTube's the second least with 69 per view.
Yeah.
Yeah,
sorry.
you like that, don't you?
I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself.
You like that. You see what I got to put up with, guys?
Oh,
don't mind him. This is just what I got to go through.
Bro, I couldn't help it. Anyway. Is it Tidal that's one of the best ones?
Yeah, Tidal's like one of the highest paying streaming services per stream.
That's one of the most annoying things, though. People like Spotify is one of the most popular, but it's also one of the most lowest paying. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't get why that is though. Like the thing is though that Tidal is owned by Jay-Z, and he's like one of the biggest names like in the world.
Yeah.
So I don't understand.
I did not know.
Didn't you?
No.
Yeah, he bought Tidal like maybe 2013, 14, that period. Like he owned it for a long time, and
respect.
He's making a good share out of it. But I think the reason is that when you go on Tidal and you go scrolling through the site and everything, they mainly tend to promote like black music. Compared to, whereas Spotify and Apple Music and all that, they tend to like promote like a mixture of like country like white music. So I don't know if that plays into factor on why Tidal's not like popular as Spotify in that.
Maybe. So talking about streaming services and also talking about not getting a lot of recognition. I guess that's a good. Yeah. Who is your top 5 most underrated rappers?
My top 5 most underrated rappers.
In your opinion, obviously.
Well, Joey Badass is up there for me. He is so underrated, man.
Yeah, I would fully agree with you on that.
And you know, he's been in the game for years, and I feel like he hasn't even gotten the recognition that he deserves. Personally.
He got like a bit of recognition. Is it Temptation?
Yeah.
That's a banging song. But like after that, people were like, Joey Badass, whatever. I don't get it. He's great at lyricism. He's great at flow. I feel like if Joey Badass and Corday did a song together, bro, it would be brilliant.
Yeah. Like, I don't know though, because it's just like, you know, Joey Badass, like he's been in this for a while, so I feel like people are just not giving him the chance that he deserves, really. So it's just like, I don't know.
I wonder how many followers he has.
He has at least 1 million. That's what I know.
Maybe that's where he wants to be, though. Maybe you don't want to be too famous.
Probably.
So I think that's like a good number, because you don't want to have like million. Because with Drake, you can like. I mean, it says it himself, like him not wanting to show people that he has a kid. I think that kind of sums up what the music industry can be like.
Yeah.
Like there's a video of, is it Machine Gun Kelly on Instagram Live? And he's with his daughter. And she starts looking at the screen. It's like, no, don't read the comments. They'll destroy you.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's not them being, I mean, yeah, it is them being a protective father, but there's a reason. Like, even if it was my brother, I would be like, be careful. Don't take everything to heart. Like, that's the thing. There's like, because I've brought a lot of people, into the music industry. Now, like, there's a lot of people that I've met, like Harry, or as other people will soon know him as Roach. He'll be on the podcast one episode. There's always that factor that I always analyze, where it's, are they going to be able to take the criticism? Like, you've met Dan, haven't you? For those who don't know, I had this song called Leaf Beef with a guy called D4. He's like one of my best friends. And I think he did enjoy the process of making Leaf Beef and stuff. And then we did another song called Fiesta de la Casa. And it just wasn't good. We both knew it wasn't good. We just wanted to put it out because it was fun. But people didn't seem to take it as well as Leaf Beef, and we decided to make it private because... Well, I decided to make it private because I didn't want him reading it and being like, oh my God, what the hell?
Right, yeah.
And obviously, because I didn't want that song to like represent my name as Mini James, but
like your whole brand.
Exactly. That's why you'll see me asking Brandon to get on a song, or Harry to get on a song, or people like even one of my friends. I'm not going to say her name, but I'll give you a clue. She's been in the studio a lot with us recently, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's been wanting to maybe break into music, but one thing I'm worried about is that they're going to get comments and it's going to be like, oh, you can't do this, or your voice sucks, and just unnecessary hate that you can't control. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it just happens.
Exactly. And I'm worried that they're going to take it badly. But one thing that our group is really good at, I must say, is like, remember when I used to message you about certain songs and be like, oh my God, this guy said this. And you were just like, it's just who we are. We're Belittled Grafters. It's just what we do. That's what we thrive off.
Just embrace who we are. You
exactly.
know what I mean? Like, that's what I say. Like, regardless of what you branch into, you're going to get hate no matter what. Like, people are going to hate. People are always going to nitpick on what you do, certain little things. Like if you try singing, if you try dancing, they're going to be like, oh, you're so shit at that. You should quit. You should end it.
Exactly.
Like, you can't stop it because not everyone's going to like you. Because there's going to be something out there that people are going to nitpick you on, and you could be the nicest person. That you could have a good heart, but there's always going to be someone out there that's going to like hate on you regardless. So there's just nothing you can really do with that. So the only thing you got to do is just got to just brush it off and just say to the haters, no, I'm doing it. Like, you ain't going to stop me. But if you want to continue hating on me, then you're supporting me in some way. So I appreciate
it. Like. I always used to say silence is the biggest killer, because if you put up a song, it got no views or no comments or whatever, no likes or whatever, that would make you think about things. Whereas if you get a hate comment, they're giving you a view. It's hilarious.
And the thing is, though, as well, is that with the majority of the big creators, like, you know, when they read through the comments and they see a lot of the positive comments about like what they've done, like, oh, great video and this and that. But when they come by a negative comment, that one tends to stick out for them the most because they're being overshadowed by the positive comments. So when that negative comment pops up, that just like changes their mood completely.
I'm one of those people.
I can understand that because it's just like you're so used to seeing all these nice comments pop up in front of you, and then when this one pops out of nowhere, this one that's just like just out of the circle, it's just like it just changes your whole mood, and it just puts you in a bad mood.
Exactly. Like, remember when we put out that diss track? It was like 10 minutes long. Oh my god,
yeah.
And we literally fired shots at 10 different people, and then this girl kept like commenting saying like, oh, he actually replied, and then she deleted the comment and then commented another one and then like corrected her comment. And I'm like, that's just 3 views within itself. That's like stuttering, but through a hate comment, and it's hilarious.
Yeah, has to be.
But for those people who actually do stutter, your stutter is not hilarious. I'm just talking about going back on your comment and trying to make it even more hard hitting.
Oh yeah. We're not mocking anyone with their stutter or anything. We're just trying to, make a point.
Yeah. Also, something hilarious. There's an app for those that don't know called YouTube Studio, and it's basically the behind the scenes, like seeing how many views you get. Like, it's just all the stats all in one place. It's just so much easier than checking YouTube. But when me and Dan put out Leaf Beef, this guy that we know commented saying such a bunch of virgins or something.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, and I got that notification, and then Dan was like, oh, this guy just commented, and I was like, what did it say? And he says, oh, it says this is a great song, guys. And I'm like, what's his name? And he told me his name, and I checked. I was like, well, he's gone back and changed it, so that's 2 views, and it originally was a hate comment. And it's like, he was like, and then we saw him at the club like the next week, and he was like, oh my god, it's Mini James and D4. Oh my god, your new song was amazing. Let's take a picture. Oh my god. And he put it on his like his Instagram and stuff. And I'm there all the way through. You can see it on my face. I think he's taken it down now, but you can see it on my face, just like, is this guy for real? I thought he hated this song.
So what? He just had a sudden change of heart now that he likes the song.
Yeah. That's what a lot of people in my area that used to go to school with me are like. Like, they'll say stuff behind my back, being like, oh, he's rapping so bad. Oh my God. And then I'll see them in person, but oh, I'm so proud of you. You're doing so well with your music. Oh, get me in a music video. And I'm like, no, I get nice people in my music videos. Oh, is that your girlfriend? She can be in. No, I'm joking. That's a joke.
Oh my God.
I'm not that petty.
Oh, yeah, is that your girl? Yeah, let me bring her into the music video for you.
No, it's them two in the music video, but their face is blurred or something.
You know what I mean, man? Oh my God.
Oh, that's something I would do, because I'm not very good at telling people to like do one if they're being horrible.
Yeah.
It's just funny to look back on it, and then they'll go to the friends after like the talk to me, like, oh my God, I tricked her into getting a photo. And I'm like, you gave us 2 views when you only should have really given us 0. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, some people will have the notification bell on just so they can comment on the video something horrible without even listening to the song.
That's what I don't understand, though. Is like, why are you going to follow someone just to post hate comment or dislike the content that they bring up? I don't understand that mentality, though. Like, how much time out of your day do you have to spare to do something like that?
Exactly.
It's like they're always on their computer, the PC, or they're on the phone, waiting for a notification to pop up from the creator they subscribe to or follow, and then just go ahead and just post negative comments or downvoting. It's weird, man. Like,
exactly,
you're weird if you do that.
Like, with a lot of people like that have started, like, not that I've brought into the music industry, but they'll be like, oh my God, I just brought out a new song, and then like, there was one of my mates that put out like a clip of him singing on Instagram, and I was like, yo, this is brave as hell, in my opinion. And this one of the guys that like messaged me, I'm going to tell you this now, I've got a song coming out called Goblin of Fire, and it's about this guy that sent me pretty much like, oh, you've fallen off, you're never going to be as good as you are, you should just give up, you terrible person. And that didn't put me in a great state of mind. But then the next day I woke up, produced it, wrote it, recorded it, sent it off to Brandon, and we did it. And Brandon, what's your opinion on that song right now?
Yeah, I said this to James before, and I've already told him that this is his best song that he's done so far. And honestly, though, like when he puts this out and you hear this, you will know why. Because from a producer's perspective, I can say that with my chest that it is his best song. It's so fire, literally.
And the lesson is there for those that do music and are just starting out and they're a bit worried about what people are going to think. When you do get a hate comment, and this isn't if, this is when, because it's always going to happen. There's always going to be someone trying to put you down. It depends how you take it. I mean, I took it badly at first, but if you end up thriving on that and doing something with it, that's like Juice WRLD with his breakup songs. Like, he's gained so much from that. And I always tell people when they come to me for advice about hate comments, it always ends up as your biggest haters end up being your biggest fans.
That is so true, you know. I seen that quote from somewhere a long time ago, but I can't remember where I seen it from. But that quote right there is so true. That your biggest haters are your biggest fans.
Because your biggest haters are the ones like, oh my God, he put something out. It's like, you know, on Twitter where you see people like Twitch streamers, and then someone's like, oh my God, you just get a real job. Oh my God. And then they're like, mate, you're following me and you've got your notification bell on. I thought you hated me. And they're like, well, I just do it to hate on you. And I'm like, wow, you spend your time productively, right?
You've got a great life, mate, innit?
Exactly, yeah. It's just pure jealousy. No matter how much they will not want to admit that, it just is.
It really is, though. It really is all jealousy and enviness. That's all it is.
And for you, it's hilarious.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yo, that's a bar. Let me write that down.
Oh, you're actually going to write that down?
Yeah, like, it's just jealousy and enviness. And for me, it's just hilarious. Do you know
Bars for days.
Look at me, freestyle it as not a freestyle.
What was that, like a fraction of a freestyle?
It's not even that, it's like an eighth. It's 2 bars.
But it's something though.
Exactly, yeah. So for those that are listening, or it might even be people that have been doing this for a while but are still struggling a little bit, just keep going, innit?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Don't let anyone tell you different. Like, if anyone tells you can't do this or you can't do that, just tell them no. Just prove them wrong. Just do what you want to do. Do what makes you happy. Because if you're going to do something that's not going to make you happy, otherwise you're just going to put yourself in a worse state than you already are. So just keep going with what you love doing and just keep proving everyone else wrong that doubted you.
Yeah. It's hilarious. Like, even if people comment saying get a real job, mate, they're just upset because they're working a job that they hate. There's no such thing as a real job if you really think about it.
They're just upset because they're living in their mum's yard under benefits and they're nowhere in life.
Exactly. So the real thing to do is live in your mum's yard under benefits and work on your craft.
Yeah, that's the best thing to do, though.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what condition you're in, as long as you're working to build on yourself and don't bring anyone else down. I think that's the most important thing to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyway, next subject. Wait, we just said Joey Badass and Corday, didn't we? Really, for underrated rappers.
I got a few more that I wanted to say from the underrated list as well.
Yeah, let's go, man. Let's hear it.
Jid or JID from Dreamville.
Yo,
he's heavily underrated.
He's skilled as hell.
I feel like with Jid, he's like Cole and Kendrick into one sort of thing.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
His vocals are quite Kendricky, aren't they?
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
I feel like he's got that tone of Kendrick, and I feel like he's got like that rapping ability style of Cole sort of thing. But, but with Jid though, like he's so underrated in my opinion, because I just feel like when you think of Dreamville, for most people, you always think of J. Cole because he's like the face of Dreamville. But then you got other artists in there. You know, you got Earth Gang, you got Jid, you got Nat, you got Nav.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like you just got so many in there, and it's just so it's crazy, man.
What about
crazy.
Dr. Seuss?
Dr. Seuss.
Because he has like Hot and Who's Who and that, and they always have like really cool names for the villages.
Oh right.
It's stuff like Dreamville, isn't it? What is it called?
Yeah.
Well, it's in the Grinch as well. Grinch Village.
Yeah, in the Grinch.
Yeah, I don't know what they're called. Is it Whoville or something? Yeah, isn't it?
Is it?
Something like Whoville. So every time, because Dreamville just sounds like such a magical place, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. It really does. I like to go there, though.
Definitely, yo. But yeah, is it JID, Jid? I don't know how you pronounce his name.
It's Jid.
There's a couple of people that I want to say are underrated, but like, do you know who I feel let down by?
Who's that?
Joyner Lucas, man.
You know what though? I'll say so as well. Because I feel like, even though like he's done a lot in his career, but I just feel like a lot of people just sort of like belittled him in some way. Do you know what I mean?
Well, the thing is, the reason why I'm a little bit disappointed is because I heard, was it Lucky You with Eminem? Oh,
yeah.
Class. And then he announced his album or whatever. He dropped, was it Devil's Work?
Well, his recent album.
Yeah, is it ADHD?
It's ADHD, yeah. Like a lot of critics rated that lower because because some of the songs are a bit too long in there, and some of them are kind of following the same structure sort of thing.
And there's like 5 of the songs on the album that weren't released prior, and there's like 15 songs or something on it.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of it was how he went about releasing the album. I mean, fair play to him for thinking so many of the songs are single worthy. Like, that's props to him. But I just think the joke of it not being released and releasing too many singles it's not a funny joke. I was so excited. Like, when people were like, underrated rappers, I'll be like, Joyner Lucas. But now I feel like he just didn't go about it well. Like, parts where he's singing just sounds so forced. I don't know. I'm sure he'll bring some music out, or an album out, and it'll blow us all out the water or something.
Yeah.
Maybe that was him trying to find his sound, and next time he'll just fully embrace it and it'll be amazing. Yeah. I did like the song Will, though. That was a great song.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one.
And the remix is even better.
You're not wrong on that, though, but with Joyner Lucas, though, with his latest album, I just weren't really a fan of it because I feel like you said, he released too many singles and there was only like 5 songs out of the album that we haven't heard until he released it. And it was just like, those songs that we never heard, they weren't just good, in my opinion. I feel like the singles that he dropped, like the one with Logic, ISIS and that, like,
that's class.
They were better than the songs that we haven't heard yet. But
yeah,
I think that's the idea, though, of a single, is to push hype for the album, sort of thing. But then again, the songs that we haven't heard yet, they should just be as good as those songs that you put out as singles. But
exactly.
But either way, he didn't live up to the expectation for a lot of people.
Yeah, and also one of the things that I have when it comes to album concepts, like, this album's about that. I think it was the intro of ADHD was like him in a therapy session kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like him talking to his doctor as a kid, and he was like, you know, those like blotchy pictures, and it's like, oh, what do you see? And he's like, no.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, I feel like he only had like 2 or 3, not even that many interludes or skits that was regarding the series of the album.
Mm-hmm.
And there was one skit, I think it was with Chris Rock or Chris Tucker, that was like, oh my God, you just need to drop the album and stop releasing singles.
Oh, is it called Chris?
Yeah. And he like released it as like a joke. And I'm like, but he's kind of right though.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I'm sure there's a reason behind why he did it. But I don't know. I just felt a bit let down. It was just such a good build up. It was like, Lucky You, Devil's Work, ISIS. And then the album, like the songs that we hadn't heard before, was just kind of mediocre.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But moving on from him, though, another artist I had in mind was Denzel Curry. Denzel is insane. And I feel like a lot of people are giving him enough credit that he deserves.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, but I just feel like with Denzel Curry, though, he's been doing this for a while, and his flow and his ability to just like, rap on the beat and punch multiple syllables in there. Denzel Curry is sick, man. But I feel like he's just heavily underrated, though. But I do watch him in a lot of YouTube videos because I watch him Kenny Beats, and basically he has a series where he brings artists into the studio and he talks with them, he has a laugh with them, he makes a beat, and then those artists go into the booth and then they just record to that beat. It's a really good series, so I recommend anyone to go check that out because I could watch Kenny Beats all day because he's such a sick guy.
Yeah.
But he does work a lot with Denzel Curry, and literally though, like Denzel Curry he's so sick.
That's insane. One of the artists that I think I don't know if he's underrated, but I think he's done really well for himself recently is Rod Wave.
Yeah, Rod Wave. Yeah, I can agree.
Is it? It was Street Runner, Tombstone. Like his new album's going to sound amazing.
Oh, absolutely.
I just love it. I think he's brilliant. Street Runner. Yeah, I think he's...
Yeah.
Terrible impression. I think all these artists that we've mentioned deserve more recognition. Straight up.
Absolutely, because some of the work rate that these artists put in, it just doesn't get shined enough in the light, for it to actually be like, worthy of the credit. But
one of the artists that I really want to say is Chance the Rapper, but I feel like with his recent album, it was just such a letdown as well. Can't deny. But we don't need to talk about Chance the Rapper again, do we?
No, not really, because we spoke about him in the last episode, and we know how that went.
Oh, is there any artists that you think are overrated?
Overrated artists?
Yeah.
6ix9ine.
Yeah, true. He does not deserve the recognition.
Yeah, definitely. But it's just the antics that he does online that gives him that recognition.
Yeah. I don't really know if there's anyone too overrated. Because I feel like a lot of the artists that I think could be overrated, I just haven't done much research in.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. Like, sometimes I could be like Lil Baby, but I don't know enough of his songs to actually say that. He's probably just not my style that I enjoy.
I can vouch for Lil Baby though, because because his work rate is insane, especially last year. He's had a good ass year in 2020. Like it was all him. Like the thing is though, like when Lil Baby started out, or when people started like first recognizing him, was when he did that collab with Drake. And back in 2018, that's when people started to like first like know about him. So people were questioning that, is Lil Baby going to break out of his bubble and not be known as this guy who featured on Drake's song, sort of thing? But he's done really well for himself to break out of that bubble, and now he's made a name for himself. So when people think of Lil Baby, they just think of Lil Baby. They don't think of you mean that guy who collabed with Drake a couple of years ago?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Like, I don't know much enough about him, but I know that you like have a lot of respect for him, and I know you like your work rate and how you listen to music and stuff. You're not the kind of person to listen to someone that doesn't really deserve it. Yeah. So I can trust your judgment when it comes to artists. So that's why I don't really say much about Lil Baby. And a lot of me wants to say Playboi Carti as well, but I'm sure he does his own thing as well really well. Yeah. But it's just not my style. I did like Over It, though.
No, that's understandable.
Mm-hmm. It was like the beat or something. I just loved that. And I have a song on my playlist that's off his recent A Whole Lot of Red as well. What's it called now? Let me find this.
Which one are you on about?
Is it Stop Breathing?
You on about Lil Baby?
Playboi Carti.
Oh, Playboi Carti's, yeah. That one song in it.
Stop Breathing. That's I don't know why.
You know about that song that goes that one?
I think that's Over It. That's the beat for that is so nice. Is it Over It? Over? And then there's another one called Stop Breathing that for some reason I like it. I don't like the intro, but I think it could be quite a hype song if you really needed it to be.
Yeah.
Anyway,
but I want to ask as well. Did you listen to Mario Judah's Whole Lot of Red?
Not yet. It's on my to-do list.
Okay. No, I was going to say though, because I'm going to ask what was your favorite version of Whole Lot of Red, Carti's or Mario Judah's? Because I listened to both in it, and I like Mario Judah's more personally because it's short and he's kind of gotten straight to the point. He's essentially mimicking Carti's flow and everything. So
it's quite clever.
Yeah, so he gave us the beta version of Whole Lot of Red, I say, or like the early version of it.
It's quite clever of a move, to be honest.
Yeah, on his part, it's a good move for him.
All right, I've got a next question. This is quite a hard question to answer, in my opinion. All right, so we'll do two versions. What is the greatest album of all time, according to you? And what is like your current go-to album? Like if you were in a car and you were like just vibing, what album would you put on to vibe to? It doesn't have to be your favorite album.
Okay, best albums. I'll list that one first. So
Yes.
ones that come in mind is Illmatic by Nas. Sorry, I just love that album, and it's one of the best hip hop albums of all time. Like if you go through the history and if you go through the list on any site, you will see that Illmatic's up there. Like hands down, that is Nas' best work out there so far. And then of course you got the following ones like Stillmatic and other ones to name off, but Illmatic is just up there. It just defines a hip hop album to me.
Yeah,
it's just
we'll stick to hip hop because I don't want to go out my way and be like Michael Jackson because that's obvious. Michael Jackson has amazing albums.
Yeah,
great inspiration.
Of course,
that sounded sarcastic. I didn't actually mean that sarcastic. A lot of the things that I do, like when it comes to like music, like in the studio, a lot of things that Brandon does, in my opinion, kind of remind me of Michael Jackson. So I watched this video of, Akon. He did a song with Michael.
Yeah.
And he was talking about how he thought the song was perfect. And then Michael Jackson was just like, we can do more. And apparently he did that 5 different times, and every time Akon was like, what? How? And then it gets there and it's like, oh, wow, this is so much better. And he's like, we can do more. And he's like, more than this? It's quite funny. Yeah, I think you have quite a good work ethic that's quite similar to that. Like, I could be like, all right, this is sick. And then you're like, oh, but I just want to add this. And then I'm like, oh my God, that's so much better.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's quite interesting.
But no, thank you, man. I really appreciate that.
No problem, man. It's true. Like we could get Harry on like, in the next few episodes, and he could vouch for me for that one. That's facts.
Yeah, I like that. But yeah, Illmatic though, it's up there for me. Best albums. I say 2001 by Dre.
Oh,
that's a classic. You cannot dispute that.
Yeah. You can't go wrong with that. Oh,
no, you can't. You can't.
About that.
There's so many hits on that album. Still Dre. Oh, my next episodes.
Yes.
So many more, man.
I realize. Is it Forgot About Dre? That's on 2001.
Dre. Yep.
Eminem's like verse on that.
What's the difference with Exhibit and Eminem?
Yeah. He gets some legends, doesn't he, on his music?
I know. Crazy, man.
Yeah, I'm just looking at my my phone just to try and see what albums are up there. Got Illmatic, can't go wrong.
Yeah.
But it's just there's so many that you could throw in there.
There really is though. Like you can't go wrong with them.
Exactly. I got so many albums on my phone.
How many you got on there, you reckon?
I'm willing to say 1,000. It's actually quite mental.
Damn.
Yeah. I think one of the best albums, most underrated albums, in my opinion, and this is going to be quite a controversial opinion. I'm not saying it's the best rap album ever, but I think The Heist by Macklemore is really up there.
Okay.
That's one with Thrift Shop on and stuff like that.
Right.
I know Macklemore's like a meme nowadays in the rap industry, but I still think it's just he's got some bangers. And you can't escape them. But it's true.
I feel like a lot of people don't tend to take him as serious as before. Sort of thing.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
Why. I think it's just because he's Macklemore, isn't he?
Yeah.
People used to view him as corny, as the thrift shop guy. An underrated album, in my opinion, is Sire by Jaden Smith, because the production on that is what?
I listened to that myself, and I can vouch for that album. Yeah, if you haven't listened to it, go listen to it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like even if you don't like Jaden Smith, just some of the songs on there are so sonically pleasing.
Yeah,
you can tell he's heavily inspired by Kid Cudi and Kanye.
Oh, absolutely.
And Travis Scott, I think he's got A$AP Rocky producing one of them.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to lie, this is going to sound really out the blue to some people. But one of my favorite hip hop albums of all time is Eternal E by Eazy-E.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it's just it's not hard to listen to. Some of it's actually genuinely funny.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's hilarious, some of it.
Yeah.
Like the song Automobile, like some of that. it's just them having a good time in the studio, really. I mean, yeah, some of the lyrics, because it's like 80s, is it 90? I can't remember the date. But some of the lyrics can be quite, is it derogatory? Misogynistic sometimes. 1995. Because like rap back in the day used to have some of those elements. But if you can look past that and look at more of the comical side, I don't know. It's enjoyable. Like on TikTok, there's one of his songs that have been trending. I think it's No More Questions.
Yeah.
And it's like, how did you spend time as a youngster? It's like, what is it? Master as a juvenile. Yeah, it's just nice to listen to.
Yeah, is that the part where he's being interviewed by the woman?
Yeah. You can really see his personality through the album. I think that was one of the best things.
Yeah.
But also one of the more modern albums of rap that I generally think is my favorite rap album of all time is Camp by Childish Gambino.
Oh, it would be for you. Like knowing you.
And I'm not just saying that because it's Childish Gambino, but like if you listen to the songs and then listen to the lyrics and properly analyze what all of it means, it's just, bro. That was the album that made me want to be like, I want to be a rapper.
Oh wow!
Because I think I watched. Is it No Life Shack?
Mm-hmm.
And I watched his reaction to, I think it was Freaks and Geeks in 3005.
Yeah.
And there's literally him, Freaks and Geeks. He pauses it every 5 seconds and be like, oh my God, I just want to sleep, but this is amazing. Oh my God. And I remember watching that thinking, I want to make music and have people react like that because it's so good.
Yeah.
Just something like that, just having someone just being like, oh my God, there's another like oh yeah. It's like, oh my God. It's something about that just appealed to me. And I'm like, can you imagine if something you made gave someone that reaction every 5 seconds?
You know what I mean? You just feel so good about yourself in the end. Because it's just like, you're doing something right if that's happening.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I could sleep good in the night knowing that, man.
Exactly, yeah. Like, I could literally get up Freaks and Geeks lyrics and read you a line right now and you'll be like, you know what? I can understand. Like, I don't want to read this because it's on the podcast. Like, there's some, like, oh my God, why are they all about sex? Jesus. All right, this is one of my favorite ones.
Okay.
Chilling with my N-words, say it like a white kid. Yes, your booty's big as hers. Say that to my white bitch so she don't get embarrassed. My dick is made of carrots. Bunnies wanting to be fed. I meant honeys. Oh, forget it. Like, it's all just like, it's like he's correcting himself, but it also makes so much sense. And it's like, oh my God, like,
wow.
Yeah,
okay.
Exactly, yeah. Like, an elephant never forgets, so my dick remembers everything.
Mass.
Like, it's just silly stuff like that. And like that's on like the extended version, the deluxe.
I mean, that's the thing though, is that every rapper, like even the best rappers, aren't going to have like, you know, the best hard hitting bars and that. They're always going to have some funny witty lyrics. That's
exactly
going to, like, you know what I mean? Like you got to do, because otherwise, like, what's the point? You're not having fun with yourself.
Yeah, another lyric off the album that made me think, you know, I want to be a lyrical rapper. I don't care, I'm doing it. It was off his song Bonfire, and you've definitely heard that one, haven't you?
Yeah.
Let me find it. It's like, you You're my favorite rapper now. Yeah, dude, I better be. Or you can fucking eat my ass, human centipede.
I remember that line.
And like, you know when a bar's just so horrifically gruesome and you're like, oh no, and then like the bar's so good though, and you're like, but it's like you just don't know how to act it, so you're just like, oh
yeah.
That's the kind of thing that I was like, you know what? This is gonna be fun.
When I heard that centipede line, I instantly thought of the Human Centipede movie, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's so mad. That's just outrageous, man.
Yeah, because obviously the Human Centipede, they put like the mouth to the butt, and it's like a huge centipede,
and they like stitch it in it.
Yeah, so it's like, you can kiss my ass, human centipede. If you really like break down the lyrics and all of the songs, it's just like, wow. Like, he even has like really funny songs. Like, I always say to you that I try not to talk about sex in my music because I think it's, you know, it can like worry like parents if they want to show it. Like, oh, Minnie James doesn't swear in his music, so listen to his.
Yep.
So I try and talk about that as little as possible. But there's a song by Gambino in the album called Heartbeat. And there's like stupid lyrics like, I'm going straight to your thighs like the cake you ate. Like, that's mad. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, like let these artists just do the thing, man, because
they're
just having fun at the end of the day. But sometimes, like, do you know what's annoying though as well is that like people who, especially in today's day and age, like they look back at some of these old lyrics and then they just want to go and cancel the artist. Like they try to. Gen Z tried to cancel Eminem a few weeks ago back.
Exactly, yeah.
And because of a song that he made with Rihanna like 10 years ago.
It's a great song.
Yeah. I'm with the lyrics that are in there that he says.
Should I try to find it?
Yeah. So the lyrics that it says in the song is insinuating, you know, violence towards the partner in the song and that he's telling the story for. But
that's what the whole song's about, though.
That's what it's about, though. It's like M's not actually going to tie the woman to a bed and burn the house down with her. Like he's not going to do that. That's just the song. He's portraying a story. So I don't get why these Gen Z people are just trying to just go ahead and just cancel him.
Yeah, I found it. Yeah, it's if she ever tries to fucking leave again, I'm gonna tie her to the bed and set this house on fire.
Yeah. Like,
but that's the whole point of it, though.
But he's not literally going to go and tie her and burn her down.
Yeah.
What?
Isn't the whole song all about abusive and toxic relationships?
Yeah, that's literally what it's about.
It's like saying Tupac needs to be cancelled because Brenda's Got a Baby is about, but like, yeah, that's the whole point.
Some people just don't understand.
Like, that's the thing. Like, that's why I'm so worried about making music now. Because one of the reasons why I wanted to start off is because I wanted to make kind of controversial lyrics but it's like really good bars, and people are like, "Oh, that's wrong," but it's just so good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't do that anymore. Like, there's only one controversial line in my album, and you've heard it. And when you first heard it, you were like, "Oh no!" Yeah. You know which line it is, don't you?
I know. You want to tell them?
Yeah, so there's a line in one of my songs called Let Me Just, and it's just like a fun little witty, bantery, party kind of song in it.
Mm.
And the first line of my verse is, I want to make a hit, but not like Chris Brown. And that's not me saying that. I just got to clarify this. This is not me saying, oh yeah, violence in a relationship is hilarious. That's not what I'm saying, but people are going to take it like that because they enjoy making people look bad.
Yeah.
It's just me having fun. And I really dislike Chris Brown. And the main reason is because of what he did to Rihanna.
Yeah.
And Rihanna is such a talented human being. So it's literally gotten to the point now where I'm so worried about that lyric in my outro song, where it's more deep. I'm going to address it and be like, I just want it to be controversial. That's it. And I know it's bad wanting it to be controversial, but it's just fun, innit? Like, what's the point of doing music if you're not going to have fun with it? It's probably a really bad way of putting it, but like, I think you know what I mean.
Yeah, absolutely. Because sometimes, like, controversy, you know, it can be good, but then at sometimes it can be bad.
Exactly.
for your whole image and your brand. But honestly, though, right, you just got to have fun every once in a while when you're doing this thing, because you can't force yourself to not have fun just because you want to, portray this character that you're not, sort of thing.
Exactly, yeah. Like, I think an example that I used for you when I was talking about this bar. Well, this is quite an evil way of looking at things, so beware. This isn't actually who I am. It was just an example. But in that recent Eminem album, I think it was Music to Be Murdered By, not the deluxe version. There was a song where he talks about the bombing at the Ariana Grande concert.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a single, but for some reason it got so much promotion, but it was because of that line, because everyone was like, oh my God, did you hear what Eminem said about the Ariana Grande concert? It's so bad. And everyone listened to it because they wanted to hear the line.
Yeah, we spoke about this in the first episode, didn't we?
Yeah, so in a way, I wanted it to be a bit like, oh my God, did you hear what Minnie James said about him? And then people would be like, listen to it and be like, it's not actually that bad.
Yeah.
That's what I kind of hope is the outcome. I don't want people to be like, let's cancel him. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, absolutely.
But funny to bring that up. Did you see what Donald Glover tweeted out on Twitter?
What's he done now?
He basically tweeted out saying cancel culture is good until it literally prevents people from being creative because they're so scared of being cancelled.
That's facts.
And that, I think that comes from the perfect person, Childish Gambino, because he used to be, that's why I compare him to Eminem, because a lot of the content in his lyrics were controversial, but in a way kind of funny. And that's just what Eminem is. That's what Gambino used to be, at least.
Yeah.
So, and that was one of the reasons I got into lyricism, because of funny punchlines. And it's like, oh, so to come from him, it's so true, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's just so toxic.
And yeah, another one as well is that, Tyler, the Creator, like people were trying to cancel him recently as well. Because of the stuff that he used to do back in the day, like 10 years ago. Like back then, Tyler, the Creator, he was on I Don't Give a Fuck energy because he was wild back there when he was coming out. But compare him today to back then, you just can't do that because people change over time, and that's what you need to understand is that no one's going to remain the same person that they were like 5-10 years ago because people can change. So
exactly.
So the fact that people are trying to cancel or try to end his career or whatever, it's just I don't understand why you even think that's going to work. Like in the position that he's in, especially, like it's not going to work. Like Gen Z trying to cancel Eminem because of some controversial lyrics that he said 10 years ago on a song that he did with Rihanna. Yeah, that's going to work. Eminem is like one of the top selling artists in the United States and up there. Well, there's no way he's going to get cancelled by some 13-year-old, 14-year-olds who are upset over Twitter.
Exactly. It's so stupid.
Yeah.
And a lot of cancel culture, this is going to sound really controversial towards cancel culture. First off, fuck cancel culture. They can go suck a dick. But a lot of cancel culture is picking up on people's mental health and belittling them for it.
Absolutely.
Like someone put out a TikTok, I think, and like it was basically saying, "Oh my God, first time I brushed my teeth this month." And it's all because like when people suffer from depression, they struggle to get out of bed, let alone do personal hygiene and stuff. So some of the comments were like, "Oh yes, you got this. I'm so proud of you." Whereas loads of people were like, "Cancel them" or whatever. Like big TikToker, cancel them because that's grim. Or why would you not brush your teeth? That's so disgusting. But in reality, it's just like a lot of people say, mental health is so. Everyone cares about mental health until it becomes unattractive. And I wanted to get that out there because it's been annoying me for so long.
No, absolutely, man. But yeah,
like, can you imagine like the backlash someone would get if Lil Peep put out a song and he's like, "I don't brush my teeth because I'm so depressed," and then people be like, "Do you know what I mean?" Like, some people find it attractive to like pretend that they're depressed and that. I'm not saying Lil Peep is that, but like when people listen to Lil Peep or someone like that and they're like, oh, he doesn't brush his teeth, I'm not going to brush my teeth. But the reason he does that is because he's so depressed. And you're just doing it because you want to be cool. What? Yeah.
Stupid, man, honestly. But you know what, though?
Exactly.
I don't understand why people even tend to, like, you know, try to cancel someone over petty things like that.
Exactly. It's the stupidest thing.
But another thing I want to get under is the best album covers, because I think you had that down on the list, didn't you?
Yeah, did you? I still have no idea.
No, because I got one in mind right now that I want to say is that KOD by J. Cole, best album cover. Because
are we talking art style or stuff like that, or like just because it's just so?
And the art style and the meaning behind it as well.
Yeah.
Because KOD, a lot of people have been like, you know, trying to try to think, what does KOD mean? What does it stand for? Like, is it Kings on Drugs? Is it Kids on Drugs sort of thing? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but the album cover has a lot of like depth to it, and because you can see that, know.
Yeah. Can I take a guess at this? Because I think you have the answer, don't you?
Hmm.
Is the album cover basically referencing each sin?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I think that's so clever.
Literally, though. So KOD is up there for me because I just think it's such an interesting cover as well. And and if you look at the back cover of it as well, you can see like 3 kids on there and with pills, heroin, you know, crack and
weed,
all sorts of the drugs that you can think of.
Quite, yeah. He's quite, something about J. Cole.
Yeah,
he's just good, isn't he?
He is, yeah, it's good, yeah. So, but KOD's album cover's up there for me, and an interesting one as well is that I just remember this one, "News of the World" by Queen. Do you know which one I'm on about?
Oh, I'm gonna search it up now. One of the ones that I had, what I'll say is while I look this up, is Compton by Dr. Dre.
Okay.
Because it's like, I don't know, I just like it, you know?
Yeah.
Don't know how else to put it.
No, it's understandable.
Because it's like from, what is it? It's from the perspective of the you know, like the Hollywood sign, in the hills, Hollywood Hills sign.
Oh yeah.
But instead it's Compton, but it's looking down at the city, and I just think it's cool. It's just a cool concept.
Yeah, that's cool, that though.
Oh, the one with like the Iron Giant.
Yes.
That's cool.
I remember that one from like time ago. Like when I see the album, I seen it in the stores, I seen it on TV, and I just find the album cover just to be so interesting. So that's why I put that one up there for me personally, because because the original idea that they got from this album cover was that they altered it to have the 4 band players and the 4 bandmates be dead in the Iron Giant's palms.
Oh wow!
Because that's how it was before. But yeah, Queen. But yeah, Queen is sick, man. They're a legend in the music industry.
I was gonna say Queen is one of the best albums, to be honest, but I can't remember which one it was. But they just have so much, like Bohemian Rhapsody. Like if you've ever seen the film of where they make Bohemian Rhapsody, it's insane.
Yeah.
One of the best album covers, in my opinion, is I think all the Logic album covers, because it's like realism is the style, I think.
Yeah.
I see that and I'm like, that's so cool. But also, is it The Lost Boy by Corday?
Is it? I'm not sure.
It's like him. It's just nice artwork, basically, and I just like it. I don't know. I'm not really a fan of like simplistic ones.
Yeah.
Like, have you seen Childish Gambino's latest album cover?
No, what's that about?
It's just plain white.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the one that he released last year, innit?
Yeah. The album itself is so sick, but it's just the album cover makes me laugh so much.
Yeah.
Oh. What else is a good album cover?
Doggy Style.
Yo, Doggy Style.
Snoop Dogg. Yeah. That
Bang.
that album cover is just a classic, and it should be up there.
I'm just shouting random people out at this point, but is it Backbone by RTO?
Yeah.
I really like that EP cover.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the circle. I think it's brilliant.
Oh yeah. And it's really good for a vinyl layer as well.
Exactly, yeah. So I just think, I think there's a lot of things that are really, really nice. I think it's good when you get a concept and you run with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know, just the thing is with a lot of artists, I just get like a picture of the face and stick it on. And it's just like, oh yes.
Yeah.
But I like hearing about like, they did this cover art because it's that, or like, I'm gonna release something here, little thing.
Mm.
I wonder if I can send it through Discord. Actually, I'll send you a picture of what I'm going through.
Right.
I don't know what that noise was.
But another album cover that I want to put on the list as well is Straight Outta Compton by NWA.
Is that why they've all got the gun at the camera?
Yeah, they're literally all looking down in the album cover.
Jeez.
That one there, yeah. Iconic. It's just up there because it's just so iconic.
Yeah, I just think, it's just, that's what it is. It's just iconic.
Yeah, literally though. An iconic album cover from one of the most iconic hip-hop groups.
Wow. Did you get that message, by the way?
Let's see. We got... Oh, yeah. Yeah.
For those that haven't seen this picture,
yeah. I see it now.
I'm not releasing any hint. Well, I'll release a hint because I don't want to like release it and people are like, oh, that's what he's going to do. But basically, there's a recent Star Wars film called Star Wars: A Star Wars Story, and like it's one of the posters where it's Han Solo's head and then all of like the people that are in the film along the bottom. And I'm going to take that concept and switch it, and my head's going to be the Han Solo, and I'm going to replace like the people at the bottom with all the features and who's involved with the album.
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably do some other ideas as well, but I just think that's like the most solid one. Because you know me, one of the biggest Star Wars fans.
Oh yeah. I know you're the big Star Wars guy up there. You're up there, man.
I just think it's such a great thing to reference, and like I'm sure there's so many other artists out there that have referenced other things. Like Logic, Young Sinatra 4, he references a Frank Sinatra mugshot. I think it is.
Yeah, I've seen that one. Yeah.
I think is it Kanye's My Dark and Twisted Fantasy? Is that based off a different painting or something?
It is. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like hearing stuff like that. Like the behind the scenes of why the cover art is what it is also a great, like it adds to making it a better piece. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, in my opinion, if you have a great cover art for an album, it'll make people want to listen to it more.
Mm-hmm.
Just how it is. It's just how it is. I can't explain it.
It's like a thumbnail on a YouTube video. It's like, if you have a great thumbnail, then you're going to get clicks and more views.
Exactly. And you need the album cover to kind of like put all the songs and what it is into like imagery, in picture. Like we've done it really well, in my opinion, for our EP.
Yeah.
I think we've done that perfectly. You'll see if you keep on, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I love our EP cover. Man, yeah, it's good, man. It's really good.
I think it'll work on vinyl, CDs, and just on like pixels. Do you know what I mean?
That's the idea. That is the idea.
Well, it's just some album covers out there just look so bad on like physical. I don't know how to put it. What's the word? Physical products. I think that's the best way I can do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so what would you say is your all-time album cover?
All-time album cover?
Yeah.
Let's see what we got. All-time album cover, I would say would be probably Straight Outta Compton, if I'm being honest with you.
I respect that.
Can't go wrong with it.
You
What
can't.
about you?
I feel like I've got to say, maybe look at my phone. I've got an idea of what I want to say because it's just, I don't know. It depends whether you want to go simplistic or like really powerful, or you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I've got to choose a Mac Miller one. I think my favorite album cover is the explicit watching movies with the sound off one, because it's basically Mac. He's naked, sat down at a table, but the parental advisory thing's covering his genitals.
Oh, right.
I just think it's really creative use of it, and I think it's hilarious.
Yeah.
So for that reason, I would choose that album cover.
Fair enough.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Like, do you want really simplistic ones or like really artsy ones? Because otherwise I would say Logic.
I see it now, yeah. I seen it.
It's just so funny.
Yeah, it is though, yeah. No, it's clever that though. That's clever.
Yeah. And then you think, oh, I wish I could have done something like that. You know what I mean? It's one of those. It's one of those.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we've devised very good album covers there.
Absolutely.
Next on. Sit up. On to the next. Can't really say if it kind of.
You good there?
I'm almost.
Take your time.
Okay. This is going to be important from a producer's perspective. We've got four different categories. First one, great song, bad feature.
Yes. Great song, but bad feature. Let's see. Well, we got what is it? I think is it Pain 1993 by Drake featuring Playboy Carti. When I heard that one before the first time, I just wasn't feeling it. Like Carti's verse on there, it just I don't know if it's just me because I don't listen to Carti like that, or I just don't understand like the whole concept of it. But obviously, if you're going to look for bars, you ain't going to go to Carti because Carti's just there, just being him, innit? But,
exactly.
But personally, Pain 1993 by Drake and featuring Carti, great song, but a bad feature, in my opinion. With that,
which one it was. But there is like a lot that you just think, why is he on this? Why? It doesn't suit what he was talking about. There is one, and I can't remember what it was. I will figure it out.
You will figure it out eventually.
Yeah. It's going to really annoy me now. But I will say this now. I think a lot of songs that feature Tory Lanez are a waste of time because I don't like Tory Lanez. I think his music should just end up in the rubbish bin. Maybe because of who he is. I think he's an absolute dickhead.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just something about him.
But what about the tune that he did with Meek Mill back in 2015?
Bro, I don't have the time for him. I don't know. I think a lot of it is to do with what he did with Megan.
Oh, yeah.
So disrespectful.
But what about before that, though?
I don't know. Just because also the thing that happened with Dax, and he was like on Twitter being like, someone diss me, I'll take him down. And then Dax disses him, and he threatens him with a gun, being like, oh my God, why did you diss me?
Say sorry, nigga.
It was so funny. Like, imagine if Biggie did that with Pac.
You know what I mean?
Wait, then. No.
So stupid, man.
It's hilarious. Like, laughing at Tory Lanez is just hilarious to me.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But what's the next category that we got?
Bad song, great feature.
Bad song, great feature. Oh, wasn't it bad song, great beat?
Well, we're switching it. So we've got great song, bad feature. And then we're going to do bad song, great feature. So let's switch it.
Bad song, great feature. Well, you see, that's the thing though, because I had bad song, great beat, and I already had one song down.
Go on. We'll do bad song, great beat.
All right, cool. I got Mr. Rage with Trippie Redd and Playboy Carti.
I've got one. It's a Playboy Carti song as well. It's
actually
over it. It's over it. That beat is so fire. I can't get over it.
I can't get over it. Literally.
Wait, I need to look this up. Is it actually called Over It?
Yeah, it's over. No, it's over. It's over.
Oh, well, over it. But I saved it.
Oh, Carti's getting a lot of mentions in these categories, though.
Yeah. I'm not going to apologise because he definitely ain't listening, so what's the point?
I know. Imagine if he was listening to this right now and he'd be like, who were these guys?
He disses us and then we have to pull up with him. Say sorry.
Do you know what I mean, though? Say sorry, nigga. Say sorry.
Like, imagine telling people to diss you and then every time they diss you, it's just like, oh my God, I'm going to go cry about it. I didn't ask for this. It's so funny. So yeah, I would say the Playboy Carti song Over.
Yeah. But just to clarify though that we don't hate Carti, but we just personally don't think his music is for us. So we just wanted to point that out to anyone that is a fan of Carti and thinks that we're just intentionally hating on him.
No.
We're not. So.
It's like what I said about Trippie Redd in the last episode. It's not like personal or anything. It's just not for us.
Yeah,
but we have to, what it is.
Yeah, we have to clear these up sometimes though, because some people will see us hating on them when we're not. Like it's just misinformation.
I've got a good one for bad song, great feature.
Go on.
Is it? Oh, it's that song with Trippie Redd that's by KSI. What's it called?
Wake Up Call.
That's it. Like Trippie Redd's so good on it, and the beat is kind of there, but KSI just it's just not his style. That's the nicest way I'm going to say that.
Yeah, personally, I didn't like his rapping on there. Like, I feel like it just didn't suit the tone of the beat, because I feel like he's got like such a monotone voice, and that beat is and he's rapping on an upbeat. Do you know what I mean? So I just feel like his tone didn't suit that sort of like style of beat.
Yeah. You know the tone that he uses on Patience, if he used that on Wake Up Call, it would be so much better.
Yeah. But I feel like at the time though, he was still like learning and figuring out how to like branch himself into those types of sounds. So,
exactly. So fair play to him for working on himself.
Yeah, absolutely.
I still don't know great song, bad feature though. Like
I mean, there's so many songs out there, man.
Oh my God, there's a Kanye feature. I think it's on oh my God. Who's Patrick Stumping? This is going to really annoy me. You know when you just... Right, Patrick Stumping. Is it Fall Out Boy? Fall Out Boy. There's a Fall Out Boy song with Kanye. And I'm going to try and find his verse because it's absolutely hilarious. Okay. So I think it's called This Ain't a Scene, It's an Arms Race. Find the lyrics. It's basically Kanye being like, why am I on this song? I don't know what this song's about. It's absolutely hilarious and I can't get over it.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Alright, I'm going to read it out. Now, I don't know what the hell this song is talking about. Do you? She said, yeah, I've been spending all day trying to figure that out. You too. The arms race made them raise their arms and race straight to the top. Who knew? Right now, they got the #1 spot. Do they want that? Me too. One thing I gotta call out, boy. Take a look at Fallout Boy. Since they ain't black, when they get money, they don't ball out, boy.
Oh my God.
They just buy tight jeans till their nuts hang all out, boy. They figure, yay, dress tight, so we gon' dress tighter. He dress white, so we gon' dress whiter. So in spite of anything you might have seen or heard, this scene occurred. Word. That's it.
Wow, that's funny.
Like, I don't know if it's serious or he's taking the piss, but it's just so bad.
You can tell back then, that's when Kanye was at his peak.
Bro, the thing is, if that was anyone other than Kanye, people would be like, this is shit. But since it's Kanye being Kanye, it's like, it's just what we expected, isn't it, really?
That's funny though, man.
Oh my god,
Jesus, man. Like, yeah, Kanye then, man, he was at his peak probably when he did that. It has to be.
it was hilarious. I think it was. Let me try and find the date. 2007.
Oh yeah, 100%. 2007 was like his peak.
It's just so funny. It's like, I don't know what this song's talking about. Do you?
Oh god.
Can you imagine if I came on a song and did that, and Harry would be like, "Why are you even on the song if you don't know what it's about? What?"
You added to the song at least though, but he's just putting it out in a bad way.
Yeah, it's like him saying that they're not going to ball out because they're white. What are you on about, man?
That's funny.
Just Kanye being Kanye. It's just that feature's hilarious.
Yeah.
And then we've got great song, bad beat.
Great song, bad beat. So, what defines a great song?
Just catchy. You'd bump it, but the only thing that's putting you off is the beat is just a bit. What the fuck?
Yeah. God, what we got? I can't really think of anything. There's just so many songs out there, man.
Oh, I know what you could mention. Wasn't there a song that was put out but had to be taken down and redone because the beat was just so terribly mixed?
What was?
Do you remember that? What was it?
Oh, was that D Block?
Think so.
No, D Block. You're Young Bane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They literally had to take it down because they were like, "Oh no."
Yeah. Because the vocals were so low in the mix. And everything was just so like badly mixed then. So I think they had to take it off and put it back on streaming services. But yeah. So that's that. But I can't really think of anything else other than that. Honestly.
I don't know which song it is, but there's a song by Lil Skies. It was on his Shelby album. I think it was Nowadays Part 2, where just when you listen to a trap song, it's like, oh, this is sick. But then the hi-hats are just a little too loud and it kind of drains out the vocals a little bit.
Yeah.
It's just like, it was so much louder than everything else going on in the song, and it just ruined it. And now it's just like, good song. Like, if everything was mixed perfectly, I would be still bop into that, but it just put me off so much.
True.
But yeah, I think that's pretty much done for the podcast,
I say so, because
how long have we even been recording?
I say about an hour and 20 minutes.
Jeez. Fair play. We need to cut some of that out because I do like rant about random stuff so much.
Yeah, we'll sort that out either way. But this was an interesting episode,
Yeah, I enjoyed this one. It was more laid back, let's say.
Yeah, absolutely. It's more in our element, I say, because we do music and this is what we do.
Oh yeah, and speaking of music and what we do, on our next episode we will be having a guest.
Hopefully, we'll be having a guest.
Yeah, who do you think it'll be?
We'll find out.
Because on the list we planned for Harry, but I think we might be getting Zach, so I'm going to be excited for that.
Yeah, I can't wait to get him on there, man.
Yeah.
Next episode, expect a guest. We're gonna have Zach coming on. So yeah, it's gonna be exciting things, man.
Yeah, and I'm seeing Harry later today, so I'll talk to him about it and everything. But yeah, I'm very excited. I hope you enjoyed this podcast as much as I did. This episode in particular.
Yeah, this is good, man.
You also got the behind the scenes of my stats as a musician.
Yeah.
Please don't listen to Bish Bash Bosh. Anything you want to say, Brandon?
Honestly, go stream Bish Bash Bosh.
No.
Make sure to go check out our previous episodes that we've done. To catch up if you first listen here. And look forward to our next episode where we're going to have a guest coming on because we are so gassed to be getting these rolling on. Hey. Sorry, I'm just too hyped up now.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed it.
Yeah, this is good, man.
Not that when we do an episode, we don't enjoy any of them. But I'm really excited to see how it's going to play as a guest because we're so used to being one-on-one. See how it's going to be when we throw another person in here.
Oh, 100%.
I'm very excited. I hope you all enjoyed this episode and you all tuned in and enjoyed anything. Why do we have a podcast and I can't even talk? This is the third episode, man.
You tell me, but
I work with words. That's what I do.
You work with words, but you can't speak them.
No. Anyway, thank you for coming. This has been Friends Over First podcast, and we will see you next episode. Cheerio.
Play the outro music.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, sweet.